So, hi everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you from the Olympiad Success family. So today, as you all know, we are here for a demo and interaction program for Level 2 English Olympiad. And I would like to congratulate once again all of you for securing really good marks in Level 1 of English Olympiad. So kids, what is my question to all of you would be the first question, right? So it would be, what is the difference between level 1 and level 2? You can write it down in the chat section. Anybody knows, like, what is the difference between level 1 and level 2 examination? Tougher and tricky questions? Absolutely. Aishani says level 1 is easy. Okay. All right, so the questions are really tricky. So you would have to, put your brain at work. You have to work harder. Level 2 is very tough. It's not very tough, but then the questions are tricky. Okay, so you have to, understand the tips and tricks, and that is why we are here, so that your mentor can explain you the tricky questions and why they are tricky. So if those kind of questions come in level 2, what you need to do. Okay, Rian, level 1 is easy, level 2 is harder questions, difficult levels, absolutely. So kids, for today's session, since this is a demo session, we have a sequence of events in today's session. So first of all, we would be having an introduction by your mentor, Poonam ma'am, right? And after that, there would be a presentation by Rajan sir on this course. Post that, I will be taking you through the tour of the platform. And after that, we'll be having a short question and answer round. So if you have any doubts, any queries, you can write it down in the chat section for us to answer. Post the Q&A round, we will be starting with the demo session for which you all are here. Okay. And kids, do note one thing, that since the number of sessions are less over here, so these are not equivalent to what we used to have in our level 1 sessions. So here, we won't be covering each and every topic in detail, but yes, we would be just having a revision of all the topics and then taking up as many questions as we can, right? So now over to Poonam ma'am for a brief introduction. Hi Poonam ma'am, welcome on board. It's really nice to have you on the platform. So, and I think there would be few students whom you would be knowing also. Yeah, Poonam ma'am.
Very good evening, Aarti ma'am. Thank you so much. Good evening, children. Samreen. Hi, do you remember me? I'm sure you do. Yes, Aarti ma'am requested some of you, those who have not turned on the video, please turn it on. It will be nice to see you all smiling. By now, you should have actually got used to of turning on the video. Okay, thank you to those who turned on. Arav, yes. Okay, glad to have each one of you for this demo. Some of you know me, I'm Poonam Rajpal, your English mentor, your learning buddy who will help you to get prepared for the level 2 examination that you all are looking forward for. See, the concepts that we are going to learn here in these sessions are something that you already know. Okay, then what is it that's something that we are learning, something that you don't know? Is that, please understand that you might be a very attentive listener or very quick at grasping concepts. But if you fail to revise on a daily basis, you're sure to miss your goal on scoring high. Okay, so what most of us have done or do is that, we start our exam preparation at the very 11th hour because we are super confident about what we know. So as a result, what happens? You do not get a chance or time for revision or miss out on brushing the learned topics. So you already know. Now what we are going to do is revise to get prepared to face those tricky, complex questions, which might turn out to be very easy in the way we revise. So I'm looking forward to learn, teach, and revise. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Poonam ma'am. And I'm sure kids would be loving your classes as well. So these would be really fun classes, kids. And now I would request Rajan sir to give a short presentation about this course.
Sure, ma'am. Let me share my screen. So welcome students, welcome to the demo interaction program for class 5. This is the course for level 2. Okay, so firstly, let me tell you about us, about Olympiad Success. So Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad exams. We have Olympiad live classes, and we also have School Plus program. So in School Plus program, we offer 8 courses that are mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken written, both Vedic maths as well as coding. What else? We also offer online CBSE Plus Olympiad classes for grade 6 to 10, and one-on-one preparation classes for International Mathematics Olympiad like SISMO, CMO, HKIMO, TMO, Math Count, US Math Competition, Math Kangaroo, and TRMO. Now students meet the rank holder for session 21-22. So many students in Olympiad Success got international ranks in different Olympiad exams. Now about this course. So there will be around 20 students in the class, and the classes will be conducted on Zoom platform only. So there will be 3 sessions per week. Days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and the timing is 5 to 6:15 p.m. So the class duration will be 75 minutes. Okay. Now what we are going to do in these sessions, there will be topic-wise quick revision, and then we will discuss previous year questions, level 2 questions, particularly based on the topic. Okay. And students, you will also get reading material and practice question, which is available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. And with it, you will also get free access to the Olympiad Success platform to practice like level 2 mock test, particularly for English subject. Okay. Now the syllabus link I will share within the chat box. The fees for this course is 3,720, and there will be 16 sessions in this course. The payment link I'll share in the chat box. So the fee include online classes, daily reading notes and exercises, practice of previous year level 2 questions, and you will also get access to the Olympiad Success platform for level 2 mock test. Okay. And students, I think level 1 result is already come for some Olympiads. But in case like if you not qualify for level 2 exam, in that case, we will like refund your fee. But it is only valid when you like share your roll number while enrolling this course. To join this course, what you need a laptop with good internet speed and headphone. And students, as you know, like preparation for Olympiad exam is tougher than regular school curriculum. As you already appeared in level 1, you know, like you need to prepare. So you need to spend approx 2 hours every day to cope up with the curriculum. Okay, students. Now the live classes for this course will start from 21st of December, and currently we having students from 3800 school, and we are catering in 35 plus countries. So this is about this course, student. Now Aarti ma'am will give you the tour of the Olympiad Success platform, and after that, if you have any query, any doubt, we will take that. Okay. So over to you, Aarti ma'am.
Thank you so much, Rajan sir, for a wonderful presentation. And now let me quickly share my screen for the tour of the platform. So kids, what you have to do is like once you enroll to this program, you would be getting your credentials. You have to enter your credentials at the URL, which is olympiadsuccess.com/login. You have to enter your email and password and click on the sign in button. You would be redirected to the profile page. Make sure you complete your profile before moving to any other section on the dashboard. Now, the first thing which Rajan sir had mentioned during his presentation was access to the reading material, practice questions and answer key. So what you have to do is under the subject list, you have to select the subject, select the topic. So let's say I selected for nouns. I'll click on the reading material of nouns. So the PDF of noun will open up and all the content related to noun will be displayed over here. Okay, so you can go through that. Then there would be practice questions related to this topic, which can be seen over here. Okay, so what you have to do is just mark your answers and you can compare your answers with the answer key given by Olympiad Success over here. Right, and then we have the schedule part. So if you click on the schedule part, you can see the schedule coming up. So the entire 16 sessions are divided into various sections. So like in which session we would be taking which topic. So in session 1 we would be covering vocabulary, session 2 would be vocabulary questions discussion, so on and so forth. So all the 16 sessions we have structured really well, okay, as per your syllabus. And then we have the holiday calendar. So on these days the classes will not be conducted because of holidays. And finally, here you see the Zoom meeting ID and password. So here your meeting ID and password will be displayed. The next important thing is the worksheet. So you would be getting access to English level 2 mock test. Okay, so there are 10 mock tests available for you, so you can practice from these tests. So you have to just click on the take exam button, take the test, and you can see your performance by going to the performance tab, selecting the subject. So let's say if I select for comprehensive English, click on the view button, and then your answer key will be displayed. So that is all about the platform, and I'll just stop my screen share. So if you have any doubts, any queries, you can let us know so that we can solve those.
Do anyone have any query, any question? You can write in the chat box.
Okay, so Smarani, you are raising your hand. Can you write it down in the chat section, whatever your query is?
How to log in, ma'am?
Okay, so Smarani, what happens is like if you enroll to this program, you would be getting your email ID and password. Okay, using that, you can log in. All right.
When level 2 exam?
Okay, I have to your question, like different organizations have different dates for their level 2 examination. So for SOFIEO, it would be conducted in second week of February, I believe 11th of February, right, Rajans?
No, ma'am, it's 12th on February.
12th of February. Okay, 12th of February, the examination will be conducted for SOFIEO level 2. And for CREST, it would be conducted in January. So I would request you to check the respective websites, and you can know the exact dates by going to their websites. Okay.
Ma'am, if I didn't select it, NSO exam, this level 2 exam preparation is useless.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
Calvin, first of all, this preparation is for English Olympiad and not for Science Olympiad. So you have written NSO exam or others. So level 2 exam preparation is useless. So I too agree, but then we believe that you will get selected. In case if you don't get selected and if you have enrolled to this program, we would be sharing, like we would be refunding your amount if in case you enroll with us and you have provided your roll number at the time of registration. Okay, so yes, that will be done at our end.
How many classes will be conducted in a week?
So that is the question we ask. Who is going to answer this question?
Yes, correct, Ishani. 3. So, okay, I think there is one more question, ma'am. Does the exam happen in school?
Vidhi, yes. So it depends like which examination you have applied for. So if you have applied for, let's say, SOFIEO, that is an offline examination and it will be conducted in school. In case if you have applied for online examination, let's say CREST Olympiads, that would be conducted online only. Okay. Yeah. So for SOF, Vidhi? Darsh is saying, ma'am, but I enrolled for other session and there was no option for giving the roll number. So Darsh, what you can do is just drop your roll number and for which subject, okay, you can drop us a WhatsApp on our registered mobile number, which is 95607 64447.
Any other question, students? No. Everything is clear to everybody? Okay, let me ask some questions to you. So can you tell me like what are the days for the classes?
I think previously Aishani had answered this question. Okay, Samrani is also free. Smarani.
Correct. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And what are the timings for the classes? Five PM. It is incorrect. It is not complete. 5 to 6:15, but it is AM or PM. You should mention PM. It is 5 to 6:15. Okay. Now one last question: how many sessions will be there? 16. Correct. Correct. Okay, so do anyone have any query or any doubt, or shall we start with the session now? Yes, Artyom, I think we can start. Student don't have any doubt.
Right. Absolutely. So, you, Poonam ma'am. I think so. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Can we start?
Yes, ma'am, we can start.
Okay. I'll just share my screen. Children, give me a thumbs up if you can see my PPT. Ranjan sir, can you see my PPT?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible. Yes, it is
Okay,
visible.
okay, wait. Okay, children, before I start, let me tell you, these sessions are, believing that you already know, you kind of already have an idea of what are these topics about, the rules, and this is kind of a revision, a brush up, a crash course type. But nevertheless, you are still free to ask me, clarify doubts. There's a lot of topics being covered in just 16 classes, so there's a lot of discussions, a lot of where we are going to also solve a lot of papers. So there'll be a lot of clarity at the end of the sessions. But if you have doubts at the foundation level, that is in the concept itself, you are still free to ask me, clarify doubts. I will be happy to explain to you. Okay, now all of you have heard of subject verb agreement. How many of you have not heard of subject verb agreement? Give me a thumbs down, a thumbs up. Just, it's okay if you haven't heard. Okay, so most of you have heard. Yes, Shambhavi, Ishani, Shreya, Samreen, give me a thumbs up. Okay, now those who haven't heard or those who still have doubts, let me quickly tell you what is a subject verb agreement. See, here, before we go ahead to understand what is the agreement, let's understand what is the subject. In a sentence, the subject is the doer of the action. That is, the one who does the action is the subject in a sentence. Okay, now, so easy this is to understand. How do I identify a subject in the sentence? First, identify the verb in a sentence. Most of us are, very quickly we are able to recognize the verb, because we identify that, the moment we know this is something related to action, be it a mental action or physical action, is a verb. Okay, then ask the question, who is doing that action? The answer is the subject. Now, Poonam ma'am is teaching English. Teaching is the verb. That is the action. Who is teaching? Poonam ma'am. So Poonam ma'am is doing the action in the sentence. Poonam ma'am is the subject. Got it? I think it's very easy. Yes. Now, let's build our foundation to understand the subject verb agreement. How do we convert? See, all of us know what are nouns. Okay, it's the names of people, animals, things. It could be, concepts. Yes. Now, all of us know that we have singular nouns to plural nouns. We have singular and plural. And most of the times, we add something to plural noun. Can you please tell me, send me on chat. What do we add? Which is that letter that we add? S, ES or IES. Very nice, Darsh. Okay, the most common is S. Okay, so what do? We just add S to it. Right. Example, room, rooms, boy, boys, laptop, laptops. Now, how do we do the conversion of singular verbs to plural verbs? Some of you might be wondering, did we ever have singular to plural? In verbs also, yes, we do have. You know what we do? We just do the reverse of it, just the opposite. We remove S from the word. So a verb with S is singular. Room is a noun without S, that is singular. But when I say talks, it is S. With S is singular. So every time you get confused, you go back to nouns and then come to verb that it's completely reverse of it. Example, plays, play. Got it? Your play without S is plural. Rooms with S is plural. Got it, children? Yes. Every time I ask you, give me a thumbs up so that I know, yes, I can go forward. Okay, thank you, Shambhavi. Now, we'll quickly go through the verbs, different nouns and verbs, some examples so that you clearly understand how they are converted to plural. Okay, bat, bats, ball, balls, rose, roses, pen, pens, table, tables. But when I look at the verbs, all your singular has S in it. Plays, eats, dances, sings, cooks. The one which is without S are considered plural. Okay, now, so basically, noun and verbs both act in an opposite manner when forming singular to plural. Please understand this. This is, you know, to understand subject verb agreement, this is something that you have to understand thoroughly. Okay, now, some more verbs. Okay, they are helping verbs. Incidentally, even these verbs end with S, that is in singular category. Has, is, was, does. And the one which are in plural, have, are, were, and do. Okay, now, coming to subject verb agreement, there's a golden rule. That's the main important rule in subject verb agreement, is subject and verb must agree with one another in number. In number means there are two numbers in English grammar, singular and plural. So when these two come together, they have to agree in number. That means if the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural. This is very easy. Just, you know, note this down in your mind, the golden rule of subject agreement, that they have to agree in number. That if I am one, verb also has to be one. If, let's see, I'm subject. If I am two, or I am three, if I am plural, verb also has to be plural. That's the subject saying to the verb. Now, let's look at the examples. The dog chases the cat. Here, clearly, we understand the dog is the subject. And in which form this is in? Singular or plural? Singular. So, chases is the verb. Now, chases is singular or plural? Give me an action, one or two. One being singular, two being plural. Chases is singular or plural? Singular, because verb with S is singular. So the dog is singular, chases is singular. That means they are following the golden rule of SVA, subject verb agreement. Hence, the sentence is grammatically correct. Got it? Now, when it comes to plural, now I will change the subject to plural. Dog will become dogs. Dogs chase the cat. Chase is plural here because it is without S. Hence, this is again a grammatically correct sentence because it agrees in number, both subject and verb. Now, till now, all of you have understood. Can you please give me a thumbs up? Okay, thank you, Shreya. Okay. Yes, Arav, a lot of them are not on video. It will be good to have some of you on video so that, you know, basically I will know your expressions of understanding or not understanding. Okay, now I'm not going to go to the quiz. I'll skip that quiz because at the end we have a few questions that all of you will answer. Now, this is not it. This is not, you know, we have just understood the golden rule of subject verb agreement. Apart from this, we have about 10 to 12 rules that we have to keep in mind. 1 minute. That we have to keep in mind while we solve these sentences. There are a few rules that you have to register this in your mind, because these sometimes the sentences are not as easy as the dog chase, dogs chase. No. Sometimes just recognition of the subject itself is going to be so tricky. Okay, so understanding these rules will solve those problems. Okay, now the first rule is, when we talk about indefinite pronouns, you know what are indefinite pronouns? All of us are aware of what are pronouns? A word that replaces a noun. Now, when I talk about indefinite pronouns ending with one, body, and thing, all these require singular verbs. Although, at some cases, we might feel that they are addressing to more than one. Now, when I say everyone, of course, you will wonder, ma'am, in the class, everyone means definitely it's more than one. Why should I put singular verb? But please understand, it's a single entity. Okay, and it's a rule subject-verb agreement that you have to remember. Indefinite pronouns ending with body, one, thing are considered to be a singular subject. Hence, a singular verb is required. Okay, now when I say everyone has done his or her homework, has is, remember, singular, have is plural. So because there's an indefinite pronoun, I will put a singular verb. Somebody has left her purse, not have. Everybody are shouting is wrong, although it sounds very correct to some of you. Or some of you, or maybe you're just listening to it and you don't find anything wrong in that sentence. Everybody are shouting. No, everybody is shouting. You got it? Did you all get it, children? So remember, indefinite pronouns ending with body, one, thing will always take singular verb. Okay. Second one. Children, not to worry, like Aarti ma'am told, this is the class where you are just listening, but our live sessions, I mean, when the sessions, when you enroll, we are going to have it very interactive. It's going to be, where you are going to speak more than me speaking. So it's only this class that, you all are listening to me. Okay, second rule. The pronouns neither and either are singular and require singular verbs, even though they seem to be referring in a sense to two things. So neither of the two computers, although computers here is plural, please understand, but I am using the pronoun neither. It comes under the rule of subject-verb agreement. So when I use this, although I'm referring to two things or more than one, I will still consider it to be a singular subject, and singular verb has to be used. Is working, not are working. Which dress do you want for Christmas? Either is fine with me. Okay, either is fine with me. There are two dresses, although you're referring to two, but you are indicating or addressing to only one. So you would use a singular verb. Some words end in S and appear to be plural, but are singular and require singular verbs. Measles, the news. You look at these, measles, it ends with S. News. Do you have a singular form for news? Can I say new? It completely changes the meaning, isn't it? The word itself has S in it. So not to get confused, like that we have many more words which we will learn, but not to get confused just because it is ending with S to be considered as plural. No, they are still singular and require singular verbs. Measles is a dangerous disease. The news from them is unpleasant. Okay, now, okay, like I said, I will go straight after all the rules to questions in the end. The verb in and or Either or, neither nor sentences agrees with the noun or pronoun closest to it. Now, in the previous rule, when we use neither, it was addressing only to one subject, although it was plural, computers. Here, you are addressing to two different subjects. Okay, neither the clerks nor the secretary. Now, please understand the rule says when you're using neither, either, or, either, you are picking up the verb which is closest, with the noun or pronoun closest to it. Now, if you look at the verb has, which noun is closest? Clerks or secretary? It's secretary, isn't it? If you look at this, see here, this is the verb. Which is the verb is closest to clerks or to the secretary? It is to secretary. Very visible it is. So secretary is singular. So hence the verb also has to be singular. Now let's look at the next one. Neither the teacher nor the children have attended the school function. Here have is closest to children, and children here is clearly plural. Hence the verb that we use here also is plural. Got it? If I interchange, I bring the children here, neither the children nor the teacher, then this will become has. So make sure the one which is closest to the verb will take its form. Clear? Deepak, Deb, Samreen, Vidhi. Okay. So either the chairs or the boxes have to be moved. Not has to be moved, because here this is plural. Have also has to be plural. My annotation is pathetic. I'll clear all this. Okay. Now, fifth one. As a general rule, use a plural verb with two or more subjects when they are connected by and. TV and radio are my means of entertainment. So you are referring to two subjects. Okay, boy, boys. That is your one subject only is being converted to plural, boys. But here there are two subjects. So obviously together they become plural. There are two subjects. So obviously I will use a plural verb are. Red and yellow are my favorite colors. Friends and relatives were present for my birthday celebration. Where? If it was only singular, friends or a friend was present. My best friend was present, because it is referring to only singular subject. Hence, the verb has to be was. Here it's clearly two subjects. Red and yellow, TV and radio. Okay. Now, use a singular verb which distances, periods of time, sums of money. Please understand. Tell this to yourself. Distance, period of time, sums of money. When considered as a unit. Now, 10 lakh is something very clearly can be interpreted as plural, 10 lakh. But please understand, it comes under the category of sum of money. So the rule says use the singular verb. So 10 lakh is a huge amount to carry in the form of cash. 365 days makes 1 year. Days, clearly plural, but I still use makes, not make. Okay. 160 kilometers is equivalent of 100 miles. 160 kilometers comes under the category of distances. Is will come, because it's, although it is kilometers, it's plural, but I will still use a singular verb because it comes under the category of either distance, period of time, sum of money. Okay, because they are treated as one unit, not as separate. Okay, now what we are going to do here is I'm going to also add a few more rules when we have our sessions, regular sessions. Let's have a small quiz now. I want all of you to participate in this through using a chat section. Are you all ready? Even those who are not on video, I want them also to participate. Okay, so don't fear saying wrong answers. It's okay. When the moment the day, I mean, to the question that you actually tell a wrong answer and you realize that question you will never forget when you're being corrected. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with a few set of questions. Every question has 4 options. So choose the option. Understand, children, please understand. See, some of the questions we have not discussed the rules, but it's okay. I will meanwhile also explain you the rule behind this. Okay, come on, your time starts now. Okay, I'm looking at your answers in the chat. Okay. Most of you are right. Some of you are not. Okay. Now, can you please tell me the reason behind your answer? Now, please write the reason behind your answer. Thieves is plural. No. Please remember, you are looking first, recognize the subject in the sentence and look at and then look at it as whether it's a plural or singular. Okay. Now, let me now just eliminate one answer. Had is not the answer. Most of you are telling that because it is last week, it is had. No, this is something recently happened. It's present perfect tense, has or have. Something that has recently happened. Of course, we are also going to discuss on tenses. You will have better clarity when we discuss that topic. So please, I'm eliminating 2 answers, C and D. Please tell me if it's A and B with the logic behind. Arush and Samreen, Smarani, sorry. Please tell me the logic behind. Don't just go by what sounds right. Okay, let me tell you the answer to those who answered has. You can pat on your shoulder if you are right. The police has arrested the gang of thieves who carried out the bank robbery last week. Now, some of them told, ma'am, police means many people. Please understand there is also one rule which we haven't discussed and we are going to discuss in detail during our regular sessions. The word police is a collective noun. Collective noun is also considered as one unit. All of us understand collective nouns? Pack of wolves, pride of lions, family, bouquet of flowers. Likewise, police, although they might be, a team of 7 of them, but they are just one team. It's a collective noun. So when you are addressing to a collective noun, please remember you're supposed to use a singular verb because you are addressing to one unit. Got it? See, this can get tricky. As we know, when we understand, we wonder, okay, I know now subject verb agreement. So never get overconfident. Okay, next. Come on, I want all of you to read this carefully, understand, go through all the options, and then don't be in a hurry, then answer. Okay, this rule also is not being discussed, but I'll be happy to, if someone is able to answer this. This is slightly tricky. Okay. Pubali Roy, can you please tell me the logic behind this, behind your answer? Pubali Roy. Samreen, can you please, okay, you've told me, but what about Pubali Roy Chaudhary? I'm waiting. Indicating the same person, Samreen and Pubali Roy. Of course, as far as I know, if there are others, then kudos to all those who got the right answer, is that they are referring to only one person, the head boy and assembly monitor. One person can hold 2 ranks for sure. Has been asked to lead the campaign. Now you will wonder, ma'am, how do we know that they are only one person, isn't it? But if they were 2 different entities or 2 different individuals, then I would have used the article the in front of assembly monitor, the head monitor and the assembly monitor. Here, since I don't have the article the before the second subject, they are to be considered as one. The cook, the cook and the gardener are absent today. Haven't come today. Haven't come because I told the gardener. They're 2 different people. The moment I say the cook and gardener, maybe my cook also does gardening. So hasn't come today. Got it? Did you all get it, children? When we are referring to a subject and they are indicating to the same person, but I'm just giving 2 different ranks or 2 different words or adjectives to them, then please remember you are still referring to one person with 2 names. That's it. Okay. So the answer is B. Okay. Now, children, you wonder, okay, I didn't get this also. You don't have to fret. These regular classes, when we join, you are definitely going to improve and you will be able to answer. So please don't get disheartened if you're not able to answer. Okay, come on. Can you please tell me the third one? We will now be a little more quicker. B, okay. B. Go through all the options and then answer. Shambhavi. Okay. Some of you are right. The answer is D. Both A and B are correct. Children, when it comes to some sentences in subject, considering subject verb agreement rule, singular and plural both can be right. Of course, there are very few instances or sentences like the wise where the subject can be considered as singular and plural, both. So either of it can be right. So here, the one of such example is being given. Both A and B are right. Okay. Now, yes, fourth one. Neither you nor your brothers dash sensitive to other people's feelings. Yes, most of you are right. Jeet, you have to just answer once. Okay, lovely. Most of you are right because we learned this a few minutes back. Neither you nor your brothers. Remember, we use the pronoun neither, but referring to 2 subjects. But the one which is closest to the verb, that is brothers, is plural. Hence, the verb has to be in the apply. You have to come back to the golden rule. Agree in number, subject and verb. Brothers is plural, then it will be R. Okay, yes, next. Yes, lovely. Most of you've got it right. Superb. Either of the books is fine for Olympiad preparation. Sixth one. This is very easy if you understood the golden rule. Yes, most of you are right. My uncle and his brother are in town. Superb. Seventh one. Again, most of you are right. Some of you are. See, it's a fact. Although it's yesterday, but it's still expensive even today, according to your opinion. So it is A. The earrings she bought yesterday are quite expensive. Eighth one. The group meets twice every fortnight. Group is a collective noun to be considered as a single unit. Hence, the subject is in singular form, and hence the verb also has to be in singular form. That is meets. Ninth one. Only after valuables. Yes, most of you are right. Where deposited, valuables is quite visibly a plural subject. Were deposited safely in the locker. We is the subject, again plural. We were allowed entry inside. 10th one. Super. Most of you are right, and most of you are quick. That's very nice. Though the message was loud. Message is the subject here, singular, was loud and clear, but some of the customers, which is plural, were not in a mood to interpret it. Lovely. See, we have the answers also. Okay. Yes, with this we end a small session on subject verb agreement, and which will give you a gist on how we are going to revise, discuss, learn, and get prepared for level 2 examination. Okay, all the best to all of you. I hope you learned something today. Okay, see you in our regular class.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session. And students, how was the session? You can write in the chat box. Nice, good. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so students, now we will meet you in the live classes, but time is left. Yes. So actually, but in the live classes, we will do a 75-minute session. For today, we can end after this part only. Okay. Effective, excellent. Okay. Thank you, students. So now Poonam ma'am will meet you in the live classes. Okay. So thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful session, and thank you for students for joining.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.